I am in an ongoing feud with a cat who walked 100 miles to torment me.
David's team.
Whose is the cat?
It doesn't belong to anyone. It's feral. The cat is essentially a criminal, in my eyes. He attacks my cats. He breaks into my house.
He breaks it? How do you mean breaks into your house?
Is anyone going to do the cat burglar joke, or we're letting it go? I don't mind, I'll hand it over if anyone wants it. Anyone want it?
When you say breaks into your house, do you mean he just walks in?
Get rid of the first bit,
Yeah, how does it get in?
First of all, he just walked in through the cat flap because I have my own cat.
Right, that's not breaking in. That is, you cannot blame a cat for walking through a cat flap.
I now have a more advanced cat flap, which doesn't quite stop him 100% of the time.
What is the new cat flap technique? Is it a chip cat flap?
Yes.
So you've chipped your two cats with a chip cat flap, but the feral cat sometimes hacks.
Are you Dr.
in.
Zeus?
What he does is the batteries in the cat flap only last 6 weeks. So he systematically tests the cat flap to see when the batteries have been exhausted, and then when they run out, it releases completely, and then he can gain access.
Does he sit on the outside looking at other cats going, I can wait?
So what does the cat do once it gains access?
He beats up my cats, he eats their food, and then he sleeps in their bed.
No.
So is it like a sort of violent Goldilocks?
What about this 100... You said 100 miles.
Yes, I did.
Talk a little bit more about that.
I called the RSPCA to get rid of this cat. They refused to come out, but they did supply me with a trap. I trapped it, caught it, took it to the local vet. They then said, we'll release it.
Oh, right.
I said, you can't release it near my house because it will just come right back.
Right.
And that's when they said, yep, we'll get the RSPCA to take it to a cat sanctuary 100 miles away.
No.
Up in the sky. No.
I don't think the RSPCA would allow that.
What would allow it to be taken away to a cat sanctuary?
Taken away from its family.
But that's
Friends.
what it's
Have a
not
family.
its
What do you
family.
mean? How do you know it's not got a family? So you don't.
I do. If it does have a family, it doesn't like them very much because it lives with me.
They could be worried sick.
The vet says the RSPCA will take this 100 miles away to a sanctuary.
Yeah, give or take.
What happens then?
Well, I have probably 6 weeks of bliss of no feral cat interfering with my cats.
So then what happened?
I was quite sad that Mark Dennis was no longer around.
Who?
Mark Dennis.
Who is Mark Dennis?
Mark Dennis is the cat.
And why Mark
So
Dennis?
bad you named him twice.
Because the cat was a black cat. He was a dark menace, but I didn't want to, paint him with that brush, so I decided to soften it a little bit and call him Mark Dennis.
And then what happened?
He found his way back.
From 100 miles away.
Do you know for a fact they took him 100 miles away? They might, because that sounded unlikely.
No, I believe them, though, because I kept in touch with them. I was worried about the cat, because when I had taken it in, the last few times when it had burgled my house, it had a slight infection in its lungs, and it would snore loudly at night, like a fully grown man would snore.
So you would hear it snoring in the garden?
In my kitchen.
Oh, you break into the kitchen, beat up your cats, eat all the food, and then have a really loud sleep.
When you put it like that, it sounds ridiculous.
So describe, if you can, the moment when Mark Dennis returned, because it must have been quite dramatic.
And noisy.
Sorry, you're taking me back.
Yeah.
Again, it was the snoring. I thought, it can't be Mark Dennis, because he's 100 miles away. went down, and then he did the usual thing. He ran for the cat flap and ran into the garden.
Diane, what are you thinking?
Well, at first I didn't believe when he said the RSPCA drove it 100 miles. But then he's naming it, and it's got a lung infection.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name is the... I mean, it's a good name to come up with, Mark Dennis, Doc Menace.
I think it's true.
I think it's true.
True.
So you're going to say true?
So we're going to say true.
OK. Rory, was it true or was it a lie?
Well, it was very true.
I once refused to help a hang glider who had become tangled in a tree because 2 hours earlier he had been rude to me in a car park.
David scene.
I love it. How high up in the tree was he?
He was about 2/3 of the way up of the tree. You probably want to know the height of the tree, don't you?
Yes, please.
The height of the tree was about how high he was plus a third.
So he wasn't 2/3 of the way up the tree, he was 3/4.
He was...
If he was 2/3 of the way up the tree, then the height of the tree was how high he was plus a half.
That is a fair point, isn't it?
He's made you look an idiot.
Yeah.
Where was the car park?
The car park was just near a cliff.
Right, yeah.
What was the altercation that you had with him?
He took the last space that I considered my space. Because I got to the space in the car park, and I did that thing where I was waiting with my hazard lights on.
Yeah.
Well, he came around the corner, and just as the person pulled up, he pulled straight into the space. I got out the car, I would say menacingly. I approached his car. He got out the car, bigger. And I said, forget it then, you know. That's your attitude.
So
Did he get his equipment out then?
He'd already belittled me enough.
Where was this tree? What were you doing when you came across this tree with him in it?
I was just going for a stroll with my wife.
And you heard a noise. Did you hear him or see him first?
I heard him first.
You heard
yes.
him. What was the sound that you heard? You're talking to your
can you imagine
wife.
a kite hitting a tree, times that by 50, and then add a human? That is what it sounded like. Obviously, I took the smart-ass approach and I went, "Oi, think you'll find I was going to park there?"
What did he say?
He went, "Help! Can you... Oh, help!" And I couldn't see him at first because it was just a sort of mess of tree and hang glider and...
What sort of tree was it, Lee?
It was a big one.
No, trees have names, don't they?
Brian,
was it an
the big
oak
tree.
or a birch or an ash? The species of tree.
I'm going to go for oak.
But was it an oak?
No. Look, I'm walking along with my wife. Ba 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 ba. Ah, crash! Pow! Wow! Is that an oak? That's not how conversations go, is it? You're going, there's a man in a tree fighting for his life.
A man in a tree shouting, help, help,
Help!
me,
I'm stuck in an oak, I think.
And what did you say to him as he shouted
That's
help?
not an oak! You're confusing me now. When I have to relay this on Would I Lie to You, I'll get all confused. And it's your fault. I don't know. I think it might be a sycamore. Can you just help me?
Sycamore?
Yeah, when he fell out, he went like that all the way down.
And what did your wife have to say about this?
My wife said, we must help him. And I said, I refuse. I absolutely refuse.
And she just went along with
Nope. She climbed that tree.
Yeah.
She climbed that tree.
With her bare hands?
No, she got human hands. She climbed that tree, and luckily she had some nail scissors, and she slowly started cutting at the many bits of tangled up bits around him until eventually she managed to help him get down.
The hang glider had strings
This, of course,
like a parachute.
Sounds like a parachute,
I
doesn't
should point
it? Yes.
out, I should point out, I'd walked away, and this is just the story that my wife recounted.
And then when did you next see your wife?
I still haven't seen her since.
So what did she...
He was a very good-looking Spanish guy, apparently.
All right. Super. Well, this is definitely true.
Right.
Do you leave this?
No.
A lie?
Yeah.
No, I think we think it's a lie because of... We think it's a lie because of what he said.
Lee, was it the truth or was it a lie?
Of course it was a lie.
I once had a fight whilst dressed as a Christmas elf.
David's team.
All right.
Where were you playing this elf?
I worked in the grottos in
regularly?
Manchester, Wigan and Bolton. I did it for several years. But the problem is, every Santa that you have, they've all got their own issues. They're very narcissistic individuals. And if you're stuck on a shift with a Santa who's a bit of a plonker, it's a long day. And this particular day, he kept saying things like, I'm not just a Santa Claus, I'm a family therapist. You know, stuff like that. But, you know, so it was a stressful shift and he was really irritating. So I'd gone out for a cigarette and I got in trouble for having a cigarette in my uniform,
Well,
which
paint
annoyed
a picture for us of this elf uniform.
Well, it's an elf hat and, you know, an elf suit, really. That's his...
That's not really painting a bit. I could have said elf hat and elf suit.
All right, well, half of it was red and half of it was green. It's the usual...
All right, have it your way.
How many fags did you smoke?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, you smoke in the day, but you never get enough breaks. And even when I quit smoking for a bit, I'd always go, I'm going out for a ciggy, because you're only allowed a fag break. You're not allowed a break.
Yeah.
What if you just want to stand outside and live a bit longer? That's not allowed. So I kept the uniform on, went for a cigarette, got in loads of trouble. And then another elf was like, oh, we've got to get out of here. Let's get to the pub. We needed this, me and this girl. I was a small elf. You know, 5'3", I looked like an easy target. I got quite a bit of abuse. Christmas elf! And after a bit, it got quite irritating. Anyway, I ended up getting into a rough and tumble with this one woman, and it got very... We're on the floor, rolling around.
What was she dressed as?
She was just herself. She was being...
Well, you can't know that. She could have been a real elf disguised as a normal person. In which case she'd be furious with you. Look how you destroy our reputation. I've been working all year on children's presents. I have one night off. And there you are, smoking and drinking and besmirching the name of elf.
OK, so you're on the floor, you're fighting.
Yeah.
What happens?
Well, I'm hair sensitive.
You're what, sorry?
So that's hair sensitive.
You're hair sensitive. What does that mean?
My hair
It's a very
is
soft German
sensitive.
person.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Little cracker jokes for you there for Christmas.
So I'm quite sensitive on the head, so she got a good grip on the hair. That was it. I was done. That was it.
Gloria, what do you make of this?
I think it's a big fat lie. I don't think she's that kind of girl, really. She's a different kind of girl.
Yeah.
I don't think she's that kind of girl.
I, on the other hand, I think she's that kind of girl.
Yeah. Are you thinking true? I'm feeling true.
I must say I'm feeling true because of all of the facts. There's a lot of detail. Will you join in?
I'll join in, OK.
We'll go true.
Right, you're going true.
We're going to go true, yeah.
So, Sophie, was it true or was it a lie?
It was true.
This is a dog toy I chew to release tension before a fight.
Right, now, pop the toy on the desk, put the box back down.
Do you chew this every fight?
Before every fight, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like day of sort of situation.
Do what you do, David, before... Imagine it's before a fight.
Can I just say, David, that your eyes at that moment definitely said, I wasn't expecting that.
But it's always made that noise. It's always made the noise.
This relaxes you before a fight.
Yeah.
When you say before a fight, you mean the hour before?
When I'm in the hotel before the fight, I normally get to the hotel. If I'm fighting at 10 p.m, I get to the hotel around 4 or 5, chilling out there. Just literally, I'll sit lying in bed, just thinking. And it makes me feel comfortable. Then I go to sleep. wake up, charge.
What are the people in the room next to you in the hotel? What are they thinking is happening?
Yeah, they think you're making love to a clown?
No.
Are we allowed to look at it?
Yeah, you can have it, yeah.
Yes, but...
Let's have a little look.
Right, well, it's chewed. It has been quite... It has been chewed.
So what are you going to say, Lee? Is it the truth or has he made this up?
I don't know. What do we think?
No, that's
You don't think he...
No, I think that's a lie.
What do you think?
It is well chewed. But then somebody here, backstage, could have chewed on it for a couple of...
That's a hard job, isn't it? What am I doing today? Well, it's your lucky day. Get chewing on that for 2 hours.
They might have done.
I hate this job.
One day I'm going to be Director General.
So what are you going to say?
We'll go for a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. David, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
I once caused an injury to one man whilst trying to get a different man to say the word vegetables.
Please, team.
Right, just the word vegetables.
Yeah.
Do you really like the word vegetables?
Not as a general rule, no,
Okay.
but I liked it when this man said it.
Why? What was it about this man, the way he said vegetables, that was funny?
Did he have a speech impediment? Or...
No, he didn't. He was a very intense man, though, and he was also Austrian. I was with a friend once, and he was a colleague of ours, sorry, and I overheard him say vegetables, and we both found it incredibly funny.
So, can you just roughly give us an impression of how he used to say vegetables? Even just roughly?
He said it exactly like this. Yeah. Vegetables. And then we happened to be on a coach trip with him, and so we spent the whole coach trip trying to get him to say vegetables
right, so
again.
where were you? Where were you going and how did you know
I was
him?
on a school trip. I used to be a teacher, so we were
And he
on
was a teacher?
Yeah, he was a teacher.
What did he teach?
He was the head of languages, and he was...
Head of languages? Yeah. The head of languages used to go... Vegetables.
Imagine I'm the man. OK, I'm on the coach, I'm sat, we're driving. Off you go.
So I said... So,
Yeah? You're very big, aren't you?
This isn't like him at all.
You're very big, aren't you?
So I was saying things like, oh, I've been trying to keep fit lately, and I know that you're into keep fit. Would you recommend for a healthy diet? And he was going, well, I would... you must eat a balanced diet, you must eat greens, and you must enjoy some protein in limited... I was going, yeah, but, I mean, if you were to group some of those foods together... And he was going, well, I mean, yeah, you must have carbohydrates, of course, and you must have... And it was horrific. It went on for about an hour. And every time I tried to find a new angle for vegetables, his ludicrous Austrian interpretation of things led us down a dark alley. It was literally an hour in the making.
And how did you finally get him to say it?
I honestly can't remember. It came out of nowhere, and he suddenly said it, and he said it with such passion. It was... He went, oh, well, of course you must have vegetables! I started biting my hand to stop myself from laughing. And my friend who was next to me, there's a jagged piece of metal at the front of the coach, and because it was so funny, just to remind you, vegetables, of course! And my friend saw the piece of metal and pushed his knee into it on purpose to stop himself from laughing. And blood started, spraying out of his... Started spraying out of his knee, yeah.
Oh, this is getting elaborate, this story.
And I'll tell you another detail. We went and did the trip, which was in Paris, and then after we came all the way back... all the way back to Calais, and I said to him, we put all the kids' passports in that hotel in Paris last night. Did you remember to... Because he was in charge of the trip. Did you remember to bring those? And he was standing up in front of the children on the coach, and he went, oh, Scheiße! had to speak to the port authorities and get permission to take the kids on without passports while he went back on his own. Can I tell you one more detail as well? We were also standing in the middle of Paris, under the Eiffel Tower. We'd been there for an hour, and the kids were all running around. And he came over and went, we must go, we are late for our next appointment. And I said, well, we should just make sure that all the kids are here. And he goes, yes, of course we should, yes. And he turned round and went, is everybody here? And all the kids went, yeah. And he went, well, then we will move on. The vegetables!
What are you thinking, Lee?
I think it's true.
True from John.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I think lie. You are a fantastic actor, Mr. Greg Davies.
Well, so what are you going to say?
OK, what do we think, Alex?
I think you'll find I'm BAFTA nominated.
We're all BAFTA nominated.
False.
OK, we'll go lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. Greg.
Well,
Truth or lie?
It is the truth.
For 1 month, I chose to sleep on the streets rather than talk to the people I was supposed to be living with.
David C.
And at what stage in your life was this?
What stage?
Yes.
Do you mean how old was I?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Age 20.
Whereabouts? Where was it?
Spain.
What made you vacate your house?
There was no house, and I never went to it.
You never went there at all?
It was a hotel, sort of hostel thing, you know, not a house. Yeah. I went there, stood outside.
OK.
Looked at it.
Yeah.
Thought, nah.
So it wasn't the people, it was the...
It was the idea of the people.
You wanted to live alone and were surprised that a hostel didn't afford that possibility.
And you stayed on the street for a whole month?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, bar a couple of nights here or there, yeah.
Did you pull on the other nights? What happened on those?
You're absolutely right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So on those occasions, the thought of other people wasn't quite so loathsome?
Yes.
Where in Spain was this?
It was in Salamanca, and I slept on a bench, right dead centre of a square.
How were you washing your clothes?
I didn't.
Well, how many pairs of pants did you have?
I'm going to say 4, but...
4 for a month without washing them?
I said 4, but it could have been 7.
Well, 7's not enough. You need 28, otherwise you're an animal.
No, but I hate to support your own teammate against you, Lee. If you're going to a place for a month, you might decide that you're not going to take enough underwear to have a fresh pair of pants every day without ever washing them.
How many pairs of pants do you own?
I think I've probably got about... I've got maybe...
Look at you, desperately thinking... What is the right answer? David, there's no right or wrong. You're amongst friends.
I think I've got about 14 pairs I'm happy with.
Yeah.
And another 4 or 5 that would do at a pinch, and I use the word advisedly.
Predominantly boxers or bikini brief?
Predominantly... I mean, it's interesting that this is what the conversation's going on to. Predominantly what I believe is referred to as a sort of trunk.
You favour the trunk?
Yeah.
You mean the jockey short? Like a boxer short shape, but tight.
Look, I'll just take my trousers off and you can look.
I did wash a pair of pants.
Oh, you remember that?
It's amazing how these things come back to you.
The reason I chose the middle of the square was because there was a bin lorry that would come round every morning in concentric circles, just spraying from the side of the lorry, hosing down the square. I would stay in the middle, and then I would wash in the bin lorry when it got to the centre. And one day I did wash a pair of pants on the hose on the side of the bin lorry. I did.
Wow.
I did.
So you
hi, girls. This is my friend Rhod. Would you like a drink?
You put a pair of pants in the way of a bin lorry's hose to wash it.
I used to wash in the bin lorry, well, a tap at the side of the bin lorry, yeah.
So they wouldn't mind you sauntering up to the bin lorry and turning the tap on?
They were very amenable, the local bin man, Miguel.
Did you learn the phrase, can I wash my pants on the side of your bin lorry in Spanish?
Se puede lavarme los... what's underpants in Spanish, Rob?
Pantoondero.
How many pants have you got, Rob?
I was just given a gift. It was my birthday recently, not that you'd know from any response from you. And...
I didn't know you were still alive. What did you get for your birthday?
Oh, sorry, yeah, I got some...
Old man who forgot the story. I got a lovely present anyway. On with the game. Do you remember, Rob, you were telling us a lovely story about your pants? Tell us about your pants.
I got some pants.
Yeah.
Now, yes. So, Ronan Keating, what do you think?
Yeah, I could see him doing that.
Toff, what about you?
I think it's a completely insane thing to do what you did, so I think you're lying.
There is a lot of detail. I'm going to go true.
You're saying it's true. OK, Rhod. Was it the truth, or was it a lie?
It was a... true!
Yeah.
I used to coach the Sultan of Brunei's son until he sacked me over an incident with a cheese sandwich.
Oh, David's team.
In what activity did you coach the Sultan of Brunei?
Snooker.
Snooker?
Love it. Love snooker.
Where did this tutoring take place?
Not in the snooker club, because obviously for security reasons.
OK, yeah, I'll ask that again. Where didn't it take place? Then you can just say,
no comment,
snooker
no comment,
club,
no
bouncy
comment,
castle,
no
or whatever. Yeah.
I had to go to his house in London.
Oh, they must have some money.
How often did you tutor him? Was this like a long-running thing?
Well, he, until he got bored. I was part of that.
Now, you mentioned a cheese sandwich. What's the significance of that?
So, one of the things I used to do was to give myself a reward when I did well. So, if I made a 50 break or a 100 break, then I could have a cheese sandwich. So, I thought I'd try and teach him the same values.
So what would you ask him to do in order to obtain a cheese sandwich?
Pop 3 reds, 3 blacks.
What, in a row?
Well, that's usually how you play the game.
No, yeah.
And his reward was a mini baby bell and a roll.
I asked him what was his favourite food, and he said cheese sandwich.
That's the son of the Sultan of Brunei's favourite food. Is a cheese sandwich. Well, it's because he probably tires of all the unicorn liver pate and...
We need to find out why you lost the job, because it was part of this cheese sandwich.
I think he'd never been told that he couldn't have a sandwich before.
So he did consent to do all the potting before he'd eat the cheese sandwich?
Yes.
But then there was an atmosphere.
Steve, when you started coaching to when you were dismissed, did you see a significant improvement in his game?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you have...
6 times world champion.
OK, it's time to guess, David. What do you think?
I think it's true.
Yeah.
True. We're going to say true.
You're going to say it's true? Steve, was it true or was it a lie?
It was true.
I once returned a T-shirt to a shop, furious that it had shrunk in the wash, only to discover, mid-complaint, it was, in fact, my 7-year-old son's.
David, so what did the T-shirt look like?
It was a small red T-shirt.
I'm guessing you had recently bought a adult-sized red T-shirt, and you had put that in the wash.
Correct.
But and presumably also your son's identical red T-shirt, but purchased at a different time in a different place.
I got it from Gap, and he got it from Gap Kids. And I just grabbed it, put it on, thought, oh, it's shrunk. I had no reason to believe it was any... I didn't check the label. That was my T-shirt, as far as I was concerned.
So when you went back into Gap, what did you say?
I was in a queue for ages. Someone shouted next, and so I thought I'm in the wrong shop. And then I finally found out that it was Gap, so I got to the front of the queue, and I went to the counter and I said, I'm not happy.
Yes. What did they say?
They said, well, which one of the dwarfs are you?
I'm interested in you saying that you actually put on your son's T-shirt, which, lest we forget, you said earlier is something for a 7-year-old child.
Well, I didn't want to say it on national television. My son is clinically obese. But you forced my hand, so now I've got to say it, OK? So thank you for that. Thank you, David. No, he's not clinically obese.
I know this is probably not the right way to play this game, and this may seem a little bit like I'm helping the other team, but surely your T-shirt and your son's T-shirt would have shrunk at the same rate.
He didn't know his child's T-shirt was in there.
Yeah. Nothing actually shrunk. Steve, are you following me? Nothing shrunk. Nothing shrunk.
Nothing shrunk. I've got my
just his son's T-shirt.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So there's no shrinkage. No shrinkage is involved.
OK.
You following this?
So why were you complaining?
So there you are at the front of the queue, and you're talking to the assistant.
I handed it over. I said, I'd like to swap this. This T-shirt has shrunk. She looks at the label, which I haven't done. She looks at it and assumes that it is my child's T-shirt that has shrunk. And she said to me, are you sure it's shrunk? To which I said, yes, because I couldn't put it on. To which she said, well, yes, but could your child put it on? I said, I'm not giving it to my son just because it's shrunk. And she said, well, if you're sure it's shrunk, then OK, it's shrunk. She went off, she came back, she gave me another T-shirt, exactly the same size.
And what did you say?
I said, well, that has also clearly been in a high wash. She said, how big are these supposed to be, then? I said, well, they're supposed to fit me. She said, why are they supposed to fit you? I said, because I bought an adult T-shirt. She went, this is hilarious. I said, why? She goes, I don't even work here. I've gone to the wrong person, haven't I?
OK, it's time to guess, David. What do you think?
Well, we don't need to guess. It's a lie.
Put us out of our misery. Was it the truth or was it a lie?
It's a lie.
I refused to play my son at tennis since he beat me at the age of 5.
How old is he now?
He's 8 now.
So you're not playing for 3 years?
No.
Because you really don't like losing?
I hate losing, particularly to someone so small and who laughs hysterically as they're doing it.
I've seen some of your opponents. You don't mind boxing them.
I take him to the park sometimes for him to play other adults and take great pleasure in watching him beat them. That's like one of my favourite things to do, just to go and say, I bet you can't beat him. And I'm like, OK, how much? I'm like, how much do you want to bet? And yeah,
this is lovely. So you're sort of pimping him out as a betting...
He gets 10% of it.
Yeah.
Has he got, like, Lego and stuff? I mean...
No, he's very active. He had a lesson with Boris Becker the other day. He was his coach. Yeah.
Were you watching?
Yeah,
that must be terrifying for Boris Becker. Like, you're doing really well, really good. Please don't kill me.
What's your boy's name?
Cassius.
Cassius? So he's Cassius Haye?
Yeah.
I just want to know, where did you get that idea?
With my kids, I was one of those fathers that everything they did, I let them win. You know, none of that.
There's no fun in that, though, mate. Like, what's really enjoyable is really crushing them. Like, if I was you, I would have gone away and had secret tennis lessons, and then casually just gone, do you want to have a little knockabout? Then slam!
Where's Boris now?
Did you have to pay Boris, or was it a favour?
No, it was a favour. He heard through the grapevine about Cassius being
One day, you know you're going to get the call, don't you? Hello, David. Perhaps you remember what I did for your son. Now it's payback time. I'm stuck in a cupboard. Could happen. So what are you going to say, Lee? Truth or lie?
What do we think?
What do you think, Martin?
I think it's true because...
You're not listening, are you? You're undressing him.
Lee, I'm sorry. She's looking straight past you. Mel, have some sympathy for the man.
Now I know how Tony Hadley feels.
So, what are you going to say?
The Boris Becker seems a bit extraordinary for me.
Mel is saying lie. Martin
I'm
can.
saying true.
You're saying true?
Lie. We'll go with Martin and say...
You're going to say it's true.
True.
OK, David. Truth or lie?
It's true.